Alrighty guys, welcome back to part 3 of the bomber tutorial video that I'm going to do. Maybe have 4 parts, I'm not sure, but this is part 3 at any rate, and in this part we are going to cover my favorite technique of bombing. It's low altitude bombing. Part 2, at the end I kind of did a little bit of a fib. I was going to pull up the PBJ and show you how to do low altitude bombing, but I decided that that would be a little bit counterproductive because the PBJ does not have a bomb sight, whereas the Mitchell does. So let's take this boy out, and or is it a girl? I don't know. Bad boy. I'm calling them bad boys. Let's take this guy out instead, and there you go. There's the bomb sight, and we're just going to line up on one of these ships in the harbor. Now, obviously in a actual battle, these ships will be shooting flak at you, hence low altitude bombing. So we're going to fly as low as we possibly can to avoid as much flak as we possibly can. Now, in the PBJ, this is about my comfort zone for speed-wise, because as you can see, as long as you're staying about level, the bomb sight is right in front of your nose, so I know exactly where my bombs are going to go. But again, when you're flying in a battle, you don't necessarily have this in the PBJ, and you want to make sure your bombs actually hit their target. So just looking at this, practicing low altitude bombing in this thing in test flights is going to really help you guys out if you're interested in the PBJ style gameplay, which I'm going to demonstrate for you in the next half of this video, I suppose. But anyway, let's line up on a target here. We spotted 4 landing craft, juicy targets. Obviously we want to stay below 50 meters if possible, as low as we can go, to hit up these guys and drop your bombs. Oh, what happened? I totally knew that that was going to happen, but what happened? As you can see, the bomb sight disappeared right before I dropped my bombs. So if you go too low, you won't have that, but you want to stay as low as you possibly can. So you know, that's your comfort zone. If you're more comfortable without it, feel free to go lower. If not, practice with the bomb sight until you get comfortable. But what happened? Why did I die? Is a key thing of low altitude bombing is bomb activation time in seconds. At least for me, I had it on 0. So basically, what that means, as soon as the bomb hits, they're gonna explode. And the way the bombs work is you drop them, they go forward, but as soon as they hit, that's enough time for you to fly over right where they're going to explode, and you're going to die every single time. So what I do is I put a 2-second activation time. I used to go with 4, but in critical moments in combat, that's not enough time. It gives too much time for the tanks, whatever you're shooting at that's moving, to dodge. You really want a 2-second activation time. That's plenty to get away. So if we load in this 2 seconds, let's see how much of a difference that actually makes. Again, I will say that the PBJ is my favorite bomber, bar none, in the entire game, because it has the 75mm cannon, which makes it able to hit up light pillboxes with ease as long as you're accurate. You get 21 shots, that's potentially 21 light pillboxes gone, which is more than enough to swing the tickets in your favor. I did mention that this plane does not have the bomb reticle, and you'd be 100% correct. It does not, and I think that's perfectly fine, because it's a balancing factor in my opinion. Because it does have the cannon. Now, we're going to set up that exact same run that we just did with the Mitchell, only this time we have our 2-second delay on the bombs. So hopefully, if all goes well, we won't die doing what we just did, and we'll be able to rack in some sweet XP. Another thing to note is the PBJ's bomb load is a little bit different. The bombs on the Mitchell were 1,000-pound bombs. These are only 500-pound bombs. So maybe that might have some dire consequences. 1,000-pound bombs, obviously twice as big, splash damage. It doesn't matter. If you have 0 bomb activation time, 500-pound bombs would be more than sufficient to severely destroy this plane. I wanted to say wreck, but yeah, doesn't matter. So yeah, here we go. We're setting up this exact same run. Our targets are over there by those ships, hiding in what appears to be a safe harbor. Little do they know that they have foolishly let some Japanese pilots onto this plane, and what started out as a peaceful test flight soon became not so peaceful. But anywho, just swinging it around. Let's see, where are they? Ah, there they are. Alright, so we're just going to set up this run. Going straight. Hopefully, we'll get all 4 of them. 1, 2, there's 5, I think. I don't know. I can't count. It's hard to see. It doesn't matter if we get at least 2. It's a successful bombing run in my mind, because this thing does not have the bomb sight. Well, it does in arcade, but we won't be using it because I'm dropping down too low to use it. So this is what you'll see when you're coming in low altitude in a PBJ. Let's see here, right about now I think we drop all bombs, fly away, boom, bombs exploded well away from me, totally safe, and that's how you do a successful low altitude bombing run. And of course, because this is a PBJ, you do have this amazing cannon, which we are totally going to spam at these trucks. And this is the thing that's going to kill light pillboxes. You can see that thing fire, just that's all it is. But just watch this shell. It's so awesome. Just it's such a good shell, capable of killing lots of things. So with this plane, not only can you take out soft targets like trucks, like artillery, AA, very, very important technique is killing AA in this plane, but you have 8 machine guns, more than sufficient to just destroy anything as soon as it touches like that. Here's a little technique for you. Alright, so let's say that those 4 trucks down there, right here, those are all AA emplacements. This is the best way to take them out. You fly in, obviously, you want to kill as many as you possibly can. So let's just say we were only able to get half of them. What you want to do is keep going, obviously. They'll be shooting at you, of course, and it'll be a lot easier to tell when you've reached the correct distance. But you definitely want to go out a little bit further than you think you have to. And this is for a couple of reasons. 1, it gives you more time to set up your run. 2, it gives them less time of you when you turn. This is your weakest position because your wings are really flat and really big target in their gun sights. And I've turned very quickly on AA before and have gotten my wings clipped. So yeah, that's something to watch out for. But now you're flying straight in at them. They don't have a very big target, and your guns are on target, and so you can take them out hopefully before they kill you. And if my shooting would improve, it doesn't matter. You get the idea of how that's how you don't want to be turning like this right next to AA. Obviously your survivability rate drastically decreases, but yeah, he's done now. But that's how the PBJ works. Again, it's a very versatile bomber. It has the 4 bombs. You can drop at low altitude, taking out targets with ease. Let's see, let's go ahead and take one of these guys out without the bomb sight. It's one of the things you have to learn with this plane is about where to hit your bombs. That was pretty close. And just one of these things you have to practice, and only practice makes perfect. It has the cannon, which can take out, I want to say, medium light targets, such as light pillboxes. It can take out heavy tanks. If you shoot it in the back, it can take out medium tanks, light tanks. Yeah, it's totally cheating. But yeah, that's about what you want to see when you're dropping your bombs. And because of the 2-second timer, you're far enough away that you can drop your bombs accurately and stay alive. And it also has the typical American machine guns, which will lay waste to things. As shots like that, you got to get used to doing. Shots where you're turning like this, so you can get effective shots on things. I just go back and do it again because I feel like it. No other reason. I just want these trucks dead. So stuff like this, you're just gonna have to get used to doing, where you're, you know. But hey, you got bombs. You won't in realistic mind. Those are specifically designed. I usually only drop those on pillboxes, on destroyers, on heavy tank columns if I want to knock out a few of them very quickly. But that is basically the main difference between low altitude bombing and high altitude bombing, is that bomb times second thing. That's going to save your life so many times. It's not even funny, but that's the main difference. Now we're going to go ahead and load up a battle and talk about some techniques that are going to make you very successful versus not successful. Like that guy. So that'll be part 4. It's actual battle. So let's go ahead and get on that one.